Russia-Ukraine news. The Putin family jet that departed Moscow on the eve of the war remains a mystery. An investigation revealed that a charter company based in Austria with ties to Russian oligarchs is now operating a private jet previously used by Putin's family, which left Moscow on the eve of Putin's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. On Monday, Important Stories, a Russian investigative news outlet, published a report detailing the private jet, which was purchased by Putin ally and billionaire Gennady Timchenko in January 2013 for $60 million. Katerina Tikhonova, the president of Russia's eldest child, is said to have traveled in it. As U.S. sanctions mounted against Timchenko in 2014, he was forced to sell his Gulfstream G650 jet. Reuters reported in 2018 that the jet had been sold to Amerivo Holdings Limited, a subsidiary of Russia's sovereign wealth fund, the Russian Direct Investment Fund, RDIF, after having been transferred to various aircraft registries, having its registration number changed, and having various offshore companies listed in documents as its owner. The aircraft was sold to Avcon Jet, one of the largest business aviation operators in the world, based in Austria, in 2021, according to research by Important Stories. According to the news source, the company's previous owners have ties to businesses connected to Gazprombank, a privately owned Russian bank, Elena Akimova, the ex-wife of Gazprombank's head, Andrei Akimov, and Putin's friends. The news outlet discovered that the jet left Moscow for Geneva on February 23, 2022, the day before Putin launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, and that the company has a long history of providing services to associates of the Russian president. Who all was on that plane is a mystery. The report claims that Avcon Jet flew a group of Putin supporters around Russia just before the 2012 election. It has been reported that the charter company provided services to a jet owned by Russian oligarch and Putin ally Boris Rotenberg even after he was sanctioned by the United States in 2014. Former Russian billionaire Mikhail Khodorkovsky, who fell out of favor with Putin, told Newsweek last month that on June 24, Putin fled Moscow to avoid a mutiny led by Wagner Group chief Yevgeny Prigozhin. He claimed to have heard from a source that Putin had flown out of Moscow during the attempted coup and was now safe at his home in Valdai, about 250 miles away in the middle of Russia between the Tver and Novgorod regions. While in Kaliningrad on September 1, 2022, Vladimir Putin helped open 5 secondary schools teaching in Russian in Tajikistan. According to the findings of the investigation, a private jet previously used by Putin's family is now being operated by an Austrian charter company with ties to Russian oligarchs. Do you know of a breaking international story that you think Newsweek should investigate? Have a query regarding the conflict between Russia and Ukraine? Ukrainska Pravda reports that as the war nears its 18-month milestone, the attacks on Russian airfields on Saturday and Monday destroyed 2 Russian bombers and damaged 2 other aircraft. This publication, along with Ukraine's Envy news agency, has reported that sabotage groups are responsible for the attacks. The claims could not be checked out on the ground. 2 attacks, on Saturday at the Soltsy Air Base in the Novgorod region in northwestern Russia, about 700 kilometers, 360 miles, north of the Ukrainian border, and on Monday at the Shaykovka Air Base in the southwestern Kaluga region, about 300 kilometers, 180 miles, northeast of the Ukrainian border, have been blamed on the saboteurs, according to Ukrainian media. At least 1 Russian warplane was damaged in the attack on Shaykovka, according to UkrainianLiga.net, which cited Ukrainian military intelligence spokesman Andriy Yusov. He claimed that the attack was carried out by individuals coordinating closely with Ukrainian military intelligence but provided no further information.